had some hard work to do this weekend. 5-3 up on Veenstra in his opening game. Veenstra got a match start. 4-1 up on Heta. Went all the way to a last leg decider. But he played brilliantly against Heta. And the scoring in particular. Just picking up 180s, or there was a 170 very late on in the game. Not huge amounts of them, but regularly. He just bought him the opportunities, and he's finished very well this weekend.
As you know, I'm a big fan of my social media. I like to look at what's going on social media. I like to look at the forums. I like to get the vibe of what people are thinking. What are people analysing the sport like? What's the viewer thinking? And going into the World Match Play, a lot of people were starting to really question the form of Rob Cross. Was he potentially on a bit of a slide? He's got a lot to defend at the back end of this year. 43% of his prize money is up for grabs. But we saw last night, didn't we, Michael van Gerwen come out and hit the best average we've seen on the European Tour for quite some years, after having a little bit of a break. And I'm wondering, maybe that bit of a break over the summer period has done Rob Cross some good as well. Recent quarter-finalist and last 16 in regards to the recent Pro Tour action.
121.
Yeah, played well yesterday against Ratajski.
Yeah, he did play well against Ratajski. Beat Luke Littler in that one of those Pro Tours as well.
57.
Comes up dry in the search for trebles. Peter Wright was the best player in this tournament 2 years ago. Can he be the best again? Ooh, that's awkward. Oh, what a dart. Beautiful dart, Rob Cross. Double 10.
108. Leslie requires 64.
Early scare for Wessel Nijman. Interesting play.
20.
I think we'll come back to that one in a moment. A very, very interesting play there for Wessel. Rob Cross with a break opportunity.
Opportunity taken. Rob Cross pinning the double 5. Now you say interesting play. We know Wessel likes that double 18, but that wasn't plan A in that visit, I don't think, was it? So would you advocate changing your plan mid-visit like that?
It was very interesting, wasn't it? Because he clearly was going for the treble 8 to try and leave tops. He could have stayed in the area at the big 16 to leave tops. I don't understand the play there to switch, other than, like you say, he loves the double 18, but interesting. Certainly something we can keep an eye on over the next few years. We're going to have plenty of time to watch Wessel Nijman, so it'll be interesting to see if that's something he plays, because we are seeing the game evolve. We're seeing changes. The way that people go for things, the way people think about things is changing.
Yeah, plenty of time to see Wessel Nijman play, plenty of opportunities as well. All those games he's won on the Euro Tour this year, he is storming to the European Championship. He is storming to the World Grand Prix. He's not in the top 16, obviously, which are the automatic qualifiers, if you like. He's coming off the Pro Tour list. The only players on that list to win more money than he has, Martin Schindler and Jan van Veen. That's 12 months of ranking action in the floor events and these Euro Tours.
Robbie require 170.
Wessel Nijman's becoming what is known as a floater, or certainly was known as that when I was playing on the system, which is one of those players that play like a seed but aren't.
Like it. Leaves 25, but it's single to double. Got a bit of noise in the room as well. See a lot of double 18s in this game, aren't you?
Yeah,
there's one from Bobby Cross for a 2-0 lead.
Wessel to throw first. Yeah.
Shows that pathway as well, doesn't he, Wessel Nijman, in regards to his development. You can see what he's doing and the big events that he's going to come into, but that's had a lot of success on the development tour, 12 development tour titles, starting back in 2018. He dominated that system, didn't he, last year? 7 titles. And when you can find yourself learning to win, Michael van Gerwen, one of the players that really advocated for that tour. And that tour's been getting underway this weekend as well. More PDC action underway. Shout-outs to Charlie Manby, Brandon Herrick, Tyler Thorpe and Cam Crabtree, who picked up the title yesterday with a 138 finish. They're players that I'm sure we're going to be seeing from the European Tour in the future. Cam Crabtree, we've seen him just this year.
Yeah, and look, there's some familiar names there. Charlie Manby's thrown the highest average of anybody this year in PDC darts. But I'll tell you what, that Jamai van den Herrick, he looks a serious player. And he could gate crash the party and get a spot at Ali Pali if he keeps on winning games this weekend. Wessel looking for another treble, 19. Which he has to get his first leg on the board. Oh, it's beautiful. 1-4-6 check out, 12 darter, and Wessel Nijman has properly arrived in this game now.
Just got so much composure as well, hasn't he, Wessel Nijman? He's got to that point where he just looks at home on the stage, and maybe rightly so as well when you think about him being in all the European Tour events this year. He's started making debuts in a lot of the big major events. It's sort of been fast-tracked, isn't he, to the big time now. Experience he's been getting.
Well, it's, for my money, it's been one of the big positives of the European Tour over the last decade or so. It's the big stage experience, particularly as the crowds have got bigger year after year. You know, you're playing this crowd today. Last night we had 3,900 in. That is more than you get at Ali Pali. It's certainly more than you get at the match play. The crowds on the Euro Tour are only beaten or dwarfed by Premier League crowds and the occasional things like the European Championship at Dortmund. You can get 7,000 in times.
56.
But you are playing in front of big, raucous crowds. You are learning to deal with big stage darts. And players at the start of their careers, like Wessel Nijman, are getting those opportunities. Now, you can argue about how those opportunities are divvied out. But we have seen players, as you rightly used the word, fast-tracked. Sometimes it would take you years to get that amount of stage time. And some players, amazing on the floor they may have been, but they never really got their head around it.
For another.
96.
Giving a bit of a scare.
Robbie Rigor, 148.
Rob Cross is going to give a scare. He's going to find 2 trebles here.
It's another one where he's going to have to find that wonder dart into the treble 18. And this time he can't do it. Well, he can with the last one.
Wesley required 25.
For a level game then. We have a level game. And 2-0 down, Wessel Nijman has battled back to parity. He is averaging 108 right now to Rob Cross's ton.
Game.
Just stepped it up, hasn't he? Just reacting well. Sign of confidence. Things aren't going quite right. Instead of running into your shell, you just raise the levels. We saw that with Luke Humphries in the last game when he had his throw broken, went 3-2 down to Martin Schindler and just reeled off the next 4 legs.
Yeah, he looks very, very good, Luke Humphries. James Wade's doppelganger's in. We'll see the real Wade in game 4 this afternoon, taking on Ross Smith.
Well, there may be confidence as well drawn in the head-to-head stats as well here from Wessel Nijman in the fact that he knows he can beat Rob Cross. Rob Cross can't say the same. Played each other on 2 occasions so far, Wessel Nijman winning them both. Despite the fact that Rob Cross, on both of those occasions, outscoring Wessel Nijman. It's been the finishes I've seen Wessel Nijman over the line, and the fact he's taken out a 1-4-6 here to pull himself back into this game,
6.
maybe that story's starting to repeat itself.
Is that cheating with the 180 card, where you've printed out what you're going to write on it and
6.
attached it to it?
I think it's preparation.
Okay. You're leaning towards that's actually good planning.
Well, it gives you a bit of colour on the sign as well, doesn't it? And most of the time it's just a bit of black marker.
1.
Unless you bring a pack of felt tip pens with you, which I suppose also goes in the art of preparation.
Well, you brought your crayons, didn't you? But you've eaten most of them.
59.
Was it the rainbow teeth that gave it away?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I went searching for the bullseye, only got 15, so ultimately, when he comes back to the board, he may need the bullseye to complete that 1-2-6.
58.
It's not as much pressure as he would have liked to apply there, Rob Cross. Wessel Nijman eyeing off a third consecutive leg to get the lead for the first time in this game.
$86. Robbie require 150.
Be some way to stop Wessel Nijman's momentum, but he's not going to get it started.
64. Wesley require 40.
Well, it was the longest leg of the game, but it's the one that got the biggest reaction from Wessel Nijman, just trying to urge himself on now as he's turned this one around. But there's headlines, isn't there, within this sport, and a lot of the time you want the headlines, you want to be the headline act. But you do feel, in this situation, Rob Cross could be writing a headline that he doesn't want to be a part of. He loses this game, he's in big trouble in regards to getting to the European Championships. And if Rob Cross misses out on making the top 32 of the European Tour Order of Merit, that would be the headline in regards to when that lineup comes out. Rob Cross does not qualify.
66.
Yeah, it would be strange. I don't think it's panic stations just yet, because obviously he's going to be a seed for the rest of the game. We've got 3 more, and if he just wins his opening game, that's probably enough. Because the guys against which he's competing primarily for those spots, although Chris Dobie's down there and Dave Chisnell's down there, they may not be in all of them. And even so, a lot of them will be coming in at round 1. So, but the problem is, Rob Cross, as we know, seeded players, they come in at round 2. If you lose your opening game against often in-form pre-qualified players who are high on the Pro Tour Order Merit, you get no ranking money. There is no guarantee of £1 going on your ranking from the 3 Euro tours that Rob Cross presumably is going to be a part of.
93. Was going to require 91.
Which I think brings up a very, very interesting conversation as well in regards to ranking money and prize money.
And Wessel Nijman misses out on the opportunity to make it 4 consecutive legs. Rob Cross, he is in desperate need for this to disappear. Level 18 surges so well. It does not disappear.
Wesley require 40.
As Rob Cross's hopes of adding more ranking money and his European Championship Order of Merit, are they going to disappear this afternoon? Double 10 for Wessel again. 14 darter, breaker throw. It's 4 legs on the spin.
Wessel to throw first. Game.
So here's my interesting thought regarding the prize money versus ranking money conversation. You've interviewed a lot of players, haven't you, Dan? Pretty much everybody. What would you say if you asked all the players, if you said you can take less prize money but you get more ranking money? So, for example, you say to Rob Cross, you can either have £2,000 in money, in actual cash, and £6,000 on your rankings, or you get 3,000 on your ranking with £3,000 cash in the bank.
95.
I think the vast majority of players would say, give me the money, apart from when they're getting towards a major tournament and they need the ranking money, they go, yeah, go on then, I'll do the deal.
Yeah, I think it depends on where you are in the rank. I think those players certainly, the first thing of trying to keep the tour card, get into the top 64, I think those players would take ranking money above everything.
But ultimately, as you know, being a darts player, or former darts player yourself, Matt,
97.
money. Give me the money. I don't want to go all Jerry Maguire. Show me the money. Give me the money now. Ranking or not.
6.
I know that there are some players, Gavin Price among them, who's talked about, like, oh, I'm not that bothered about the non-ranking stuff. I want to focus on the ranking tournaments. But he likes it when you get big chunks of money. Those World Series finals titles, he wasn't giving the money back.
99.
Bought a chip shop with it, didn't he?
Bought his whole town. We all live in a Gezi Price house down Markham Way.
134.
So much to like and admire, though, isn't there, about this performance from Wessel Nijman?
57.
2-0 down, no panic stations, just kept that composure, kept that belief and the concentration. Just got better.
That's a lovely setup in the end.
153.
This is a big checkout, but it is quite a good one, especially for Rob Cross. Can't get it started.
95.
Wessel Nijman for 5 legs on the spin. Against the 2-time European champion.
Yeah, so 7th.
Chalk up another one for the young Dutchman.
Rob to throw first. Gabe.
Well, to get to this stage, he's had to go through a couple of last leg deciders. Went all the way against Richard Veenstra, winning that game 6 legs to 5, and the same yesterday against Damon Heta. On a long day like a Sunday here on the European Tour, you want to start the day a little bit drama-free. You don't want to start using up energy, start getting drawn into battles early on. But this could be the perfect start to the day for Wessel.
That is what happened in his first 2 games. He was 5-3 up on Veenstra, obviously survived a match start. 4-1 up on Heta, went to a last leg decider. But to be honest, after a bright start to this game, Rob Cross has faded a bit, and if anything, Wessel's just got stronger and stronger. The average is above 99, well, it's just dropped below 99 with that visit. But he has finished well all weekend.
Well, just 29 darts taken by Rob Cross to win the first couple of legs.
6.
Meant he was averaging well over 100, around the 103 mark, and since then it's just slowly tumbled. Maybe tumbling outside the 90s.
He's only had 2 darts at double since those first 2 left. Not even been getting the opportunity. Been stranded on some makeable finishes 2 or 3 times, but just not getting a chance.
Dominating performance from Wessel Nijman, which is why the majority of people believe he is destined to go into 2026 inside the world's top 32.
180 number 4 for Wessel Nijman. And it looks like he is going to make it 3 wins out of 3 against the former champion of the world, Rob Cross. I mean, what a lovely parting shot that might be. It is a magnificent setup shot that might be worth absolutely nothing. Double 14 for Wessel. Double 7. Wow.
No score. Robbie required.
Well, the darts was down for Rob Cross. He thought the job was done. It's quite tricky sometimes when you put the darts down, when you believe the game's over, to then come up and deliver. So that's an exceptional hit from Rob Cross. He's resigned to his fate. However, if he has watched the darts for the last couple of days, has already been addressed. Wessel Nijman's been in this position before and got himself embroiled in battle.
Good response there. Missed a couple of match darts, kicks off ton 40 with the throw in the next leg.
137.
Luke Humphries, the world #1 and defending champion here in Prague, awaits the winner.
140.
It looked like it was going to be Wessel Nijman nailed on. He is still the overwhelming favourite, but Rob Cross is trying to dig in and turn this around.
140.
If you're going to turn it around, you do feel like he's only got 6 darts here at the 2-2-4.
96. Wesley Regal, 121.
The match opportunity for Wessel. But he missed a handful of darts for the match.
Double 14 again. And this time he gets it right. And Wessel Nijman once again gets it right against Rob Cross. 3 times he's faced the former world champ, and 3 times he has won. Wessel Nijman has won more games on the Euro Tour this year than literally anyone. And he's through to the quarterfinals here in Prague.